This is the motion I use for jigging for whitefish. There we go. Right on. Lisa can grab the camera. Good morning, everyone. We are headed up to Sturgeon Bay this morning to go chase some whitefish. We stopped at Quick Trip to get some snacks and let Jack out. This will be his first time on the boat. Stay tuned. Let's see how we do. We have gotten one whitefish so far. I am targeting rocky edges, looking somewhere between 40 to 80 feet of water. We're currently going out on the tip of Sand Bay to see if we can find them out deep there. I'll keep you informed. We are using the Bad Boys jig with a micro goby on the back. Got that gold flake in there, and just jigging it off the bottom, maybe 2 inches. Just tap, 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 tap. I like using the ice fishing rod because I don't know how to use a summer fishing rod. Just kidding. It gives me way better control feeling, jigging straight down there. And the whitefish, they don't hit hard. You kind of have to just feel the change in the jigging motion, and that's when you set the hook. So I'm trying to build my confidence in the boat with the jigging rod, and once I get good with that, I'll try my summer rod. Got some 30 feet down. I've got my shallow water highlight marked out to 49 feet. So the green on the map here is pretty much everything up to 50 feet. And then you can see the sharp drop-offs. And I'm fishing this spot hoping that the whitefish kind of come onto this 45-ish foot flat and just catch them while they're hanging out here trying to look for gobies. Enough talking though, let's do some catching. Oh yeah, that's a big boy. Oh no, he doesn't look in it. That's a fatty, Jack. That is a big, holy crap, that's a big whitefish. Look at that thing. Look at that on the Bad Boys, black and gold with a Simcoe sand goby. That's magic right there. Hear all the air coming out of its bladders. There you have it, Lake Michigan whitefish. About 55 feet of water, targeting a rocky structure using the Meg's Manufacturing Bad Boys jig and a micro goby. This is the motion I use for jigging for whitefish. There we go. Right on. Lisa can grab the camera. Oof. That one is fighting. It's a big fish. I wonder if I snagged them. They don't normally fight like that. Kind of fun pulling a fish out of 60 feet of water. Lots of time to fight them. Oh, yep. Down the side. Someone's got to go back. There you go. There's the technique for catching whitefish. Sharpen your hooks. All right, take 2 on how to set your line for whitefish. So like this, you can see how my line is slack. I'm going to attempt to reel that up with one hand. Sorry about the camera movement. And now you can see, I'm gonna lift that up. There's tension. I just do like 2 to 3 inches off the bottom. I turn it to the bottom every time. Try to not let slack get in the line. And that seems to work really well summer and winter for jigging up lake whitefish. Also, don't focus on watching your sonar or your graph too much on what's down there, because they sit so close to the bottom. Even if you do mark a fish, it might not be right next to your line, and you really have to feel this bite with your wrist in your forearm. Got another one on here. I think this is going to be our last fish of the day. As long as we can get this one in the boat. The line you use is super important for this. You want to use braided line with a fluorocarbon leader, and that allows you to feel exactly what's going on 60, 80 feet down. So I use a six pound braid on the spool with a 12 pound fluorocarbon leader about 4 feet long, and that works pretty good. This guy we got on the black and gold Meg's Bad Boys jig with that 2-inch micro goby Simcoe sand, and just jig it like this. And I'm not kidding, like I only jig it 2 inches off the bottom, just enough to make that tail flop, and they think it's a goby, and they come in there and they slurp it up, and then you got dinner. Check it out, Jack. All right, I want to explain end to end how to fish for whitefish. This works for open water or in the ice. To start with, whitefish stay on the bottom of the lakes and they feed on gobies, or at least in Lake Michigan they feed on gobies. You want to find a bait that looks like a goby. One of the best representations I've found is this Bad Boys jig. They are designed in Ontario for Lake Simcoe to catch whitefish there. And it's called a weight forward jig, so that most of the weight is in the head. And when you jig it, if you pull your knot to the back of the eye, it will dance like this with that tail forward, and it looks, you know, very realistic for a goby. Works really good for catching whitefish. So that's the first with the bait. Second off, where do they live? Well, gobies tend to like rocky habitats, so whitefish will be in the rocky habitats on drop-offs, which are also usually rocky. Otherwise, if it was a slow gradual slope, it'd be sandy. So you want to find rocky drop-offs and then jig with those vertical bad boys weight forward jigs very close to the bottom, maybe 2 inches off the bottom. Second part is the bite. It's a very technical bite, so you have to make sure you have the right line. I've got a summer rod here and I've got an ice fishing rod. Both of them have 6-pound braid on the spool, followed by a 10-pound fluorocarbon leader. The fluorocarbon leader has no stretch in it, neither does the braid. That allows you to feel exactly what's going down on the bottom, and you're just going to lift that jig 2 inches up and down off the bottom. And when you feel, honestly, just a change in that motion, you're going to probably want to set the hook. And that's how I catch most of my whitefish. We went out on Door County, Green Bay this morning in Wisconsin, and we got 7 whitefish in about, I don't know, probably 3 hours. Beautiful day. You can see it's absolutely calm out here, no waves. But yeah, that's the gist of how to catch whitefish. Most people fish for them in the winter, but you can actually catch them in the fall and the spring in the same spots you would ice fish for them. So keep that in mind if you ever want to target them. I've got a live well full of fish, and we're going to take these things home and smoke them and make fish tacos. Thanks for coming fishing with me today. Now that you know how I catch these whitefish, I'm going to show you how I clean them. So if you want to see that, make sure you check out the next video. I'll make sure I'll link it at the end here. We had a great day. Low wind, nice temperatures here in Wisconsin for April. Got our Jack on the boat for the first day. He decided to jump in once with his life vest on, but he dried off quickly. That went fine. But yeah, thanks for watching, and check out the next video.